Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me today for Newport Beach Diving Adventures at Corona Del Mar. I'm Andre Navarro, Southern California freediver and underwater videographer. I create ocean adventure videos to connect viewers to the amazing underwater world, to motivate stronger conservation and ocean life awareness. Please support this channel by subscribing now and check back weekly for new videos. Now let's get this adventure started. Today we'll be exploring from the end of this jetty all the way to the shore, and then along the shore to those cliffs. We'll be entering from the end of this jetty after a short hike over there. Luckily, there's not too many boats on this side of the jetty. However, we still have to be cautious of smaller fishing boats and tour boats. There's going to be 3 distinct sections of this adventure. Starting from the deep end of the jetty, which is 18 to 22 feet deep, we'll explore all the way to shore, most likely seeing a bunch of crabs, lobsters, lots of fish, soft corals, kelp along the way. Second section is going to be along the beach shore about 100 yards out. And the third section is going to be all the way to those cliffs, to the tide pools and shore reefs. Now it's time to get below the surface. Starting from the deep end of the jetty, we're going straight down. There's lots of beautiful sea life along the rocks. Garibaldi damselfish everywhere. And lots of Spanish shawl, nudie branches holding on in the current. Here's a group of Blacksmith Chromis swimming along the bottom. The water's clearest at the end and furthest down. The closer we get to shore, it gets extremely murky. Next, we come across a large sheep or spider crab, largest of the California crab species. This crab was so still, I wasn't sure it was alive. After getting extremely close to it, I noticed its antennas constantly moving. They look like little space alien arms feeding the mothership. Let's watch with light inverted, making them easier to see. And 2 rocks over, we have a California spiny lobster with its 2 large antennae and no claws. It also has a smaller set of yellow antennules which use chemical receptors to help find food. And swimming along, we find two warty sea cucumbers in all their sea cucumber glory on the rocks. As we round the corner of the jetty, we start to come across many Gorgonian soft corals, with the majority of them being California golden Gorgonians. Newport Beach's cool coral gardens softly swaying below the glimmering liquid sun. Making our way along the jetty towards shore, it's much easier to reach the shallower bottom. The current is also much stronger, with the waves crashing against the side of the rocks. Soon, the water will be too cloudy with sand to see. Now I have to use the current to swim forward, as it's too difficult to swim against it as all the water rushes out. But before we finish our jetty section, we have to visit the cutest sea lion pup of all of Corona del Mar. Now let's check out the below the surface sandy shore view as we swim across to the cliffs, tide pools, and reefs. Swimming across the beach shore is pretty barren, yet beautiful, with sand as far as you can see. Abruptly, we come across this lone rock with a colony of eccentric sand dollars alongside. And sand dollars are actually a species of flattened burrowing sea urchins. As I was surfacing for air, I noticed this moon jellyfish, which is almost totally translucent. The moon jellyfish is only capable of limited movement, so it's destined to drift with the current. While floating along, it feeds on plankton and mollusks with its tentacles. An extremely odd fact, moon jellyfish have been found capable of life cycle reversal, growing younger instead of older. Well, here we are, everyone, on the final section. Next, we're about to go over there below the cliffs and the tide pools, the reef area. But before we get over there, what did you think of the first two sections? Did you like the jetty and the beach area? What did you think of that gigantic crab? Let me know in the comments below. And now here we go on to the cliffs and the tide pools. Well, here we are below the cliffs at the tide pool and reef. It's really cool over here, but it's really choppy. Can't see a whole lot underwater. So we're gonna go take off that away, and hopefully the water's clear over there. Let's see what we see underwater. Let's go check it out. I love swimming through the shallow seagrass. Below the flickering sunlight, sandy current, and constant soft swaying, it looks like a beautiful underwater disco. I love to swim down between the rocks, crevices, and seagrass mounds. And along the edges of the sand and seagrass are fun too. Just entered a shallow tide pool area, ranging in just a few feet in depth with changes quickly with each wave that rolls through. It's fun to explore this area, but extremely hard to maneuver or remain still for a steady shot. The rocks are jagged and the waves are constant. However, it's a perfect environment for these sea anemones, which are predatory animals that catch their prey with their tentacles. Here's a visual of how my body and mind feel being tossed around by the constant waves and current. Yet it's still a gorgeous sight. Now let's head straight out back into the deeper ocean. You'll notice it quickly transitions from an abundance of seagrass, kelp, and other algae to much cloudy and sandy water, getting darker as we quickly get deeper. Before I know it, we're back in the 18 to 22 foot depth zone near a swimming buoy. I hope you all have enjoyed our below the surface exploring of Corona del Mar, and you've discovered something new and beautiful along the way. Stay tuned for a few final words, followed by an amazing Corona del Mar sunset. Farewell. Well, that was a lot to cover and fun. We definitely experienced a wide variety of ocean terrain and life. What was your favorite part of the experience? And do you have a favorite place to dive locally? Please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. I need all of your support if you would like to see more of these videos. Please subscribe now and enable the bell icon to be notified of future new videos. Also visit oceanearthgreen.com, which I created to share other divers' world videos, photos, and adventures. Once you're there, go to the videos and world section to start exploring. Also, while you're there, stop by the shop and pick up an impressive and beautiful Ocean Inspiration coffee mug, available in 4 images: harbor seal, sea lion, sea turtle, and leopard shark. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you on the next adventure. Now enjoy this Corona Del Mar farewell sunset.